Sit down, hear me, stop moving, stop second-guessing, stop calling what is holy drama. This is not motivation, not encouragement. This is recognition and instruction. I am speaking as the one who has watched you keep the peace at the cost of your own soul. And I am telling you plainly, the next thing that rises against you is not chaos. It is a door. The boundary test is the hinge. When you stop apologizing for protecting what I gave you, the door swings open to a level of favor you have prayed for in secret. Now hear me clearly. The tension that is approaching is not random, not a petty misunderstanding, not the universe being unfair to you. It is a spiritual threshold where access changes. I am shifting the rules of who gets to draw from you, how, and when. Some will feel that shift and call it distance. Some will feel it and call it disloyalty. But here is the truth. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. You are crossing out of old agreements, and old agreements always protest when their grip is broken. This is the hook you must hold in your mouth and your mind. There are doors that only respond to unapologetic boundaries. Honor opens what hustle could not. Clarity unlocks what charm never did. Your no to violation is your yes to peace, and your yes to peace is your yes to me. I am not asking you to be cruel. I am commanding you to be clear. Peace is not a preference. It is part of your calling. Guarding it is not arrogance. It is obedience. The test is near. Before you sleep twice more, a conversation, a request, an invitation, or a guilt trip will surface. It will come in familiar tones. Can you just this once? If you really loved us. You know how we do it in this family. I already told them you would. And it will try to make you second-guess what you already settled with me. Do not be surprised by tears. Do not be shaken by silence. Do not be baited by urgency. The pressure is the proof that the door is real. You are chosen, and chosen ones draw fire when favor moves. Your life is shifting out of patterns that kept you useful to everyone but unavailable to your own assignment. I have watched you apologize for needing rest, for declining access, for asking for notice, for saying, "Not this time." I am removing the shame from your boundaries. What I say about you defines who you are, and I say you are a wise steward of what I entrusted to you. So stand up inwardly while you sit with me. When the test arrives, answer from peace, not from panic. Let heaven record it. You will not call obedience drama. You will not label stewardship selfish. You will not apologize for the line that keeps your soul whole. The door is already turning on its hinge. Walk through. Listen to me and do not flinch. Favor exposes who benefited from your lack of boundaries. That is why the air tightens when your peace settles in. The light that is rising on you does not only reveal where you are going, it reveals who was drawing from you without cost. When I elevate you, I also evaluate your access points. The increase does not only bless, it audits. And those standing nearest to the well feel it first when I put a cover on it and a timetable around it. Now hear me clearly. The closest people do not always hate you. They fear losing access to the version of you they could manage. They could call and you would answer. They could ask and you would rearrange your life. They could throw their crisis at your feet, and you would fix it at your own expense. That version was useful to their patterns, but it was costly to your purpose. When you heal, you stop being constantly available. And people without discipline confuse your healing with betrayal. They will call it changed. They will say, "You think you're better." No, you are finally whole enough to be governed. Here is the hidden dynamic I am exposing. Their security was built on your overextension. Your time was their cushion. Your money was their emergency plan. Your silence kept the family story tidy. your laughter smoothed over what should have been confronted years ago. So when peace moves into your house and you close the revolving door, the alarm they feel is not spiritual discernment. It is withdrawal from an old supply. Do not medicate that withdrawal with apologies. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. Nothing was wasted. The season where you bent to survive taught you compassion, taught you endurance, taught you to hear me in the noise. But it also taught others a dangerous lesson, that love equals unlimited access. I am rewriting that lesson now. Love serves truth. Love honors assignment. Love has gates and hours and order, because I am not a God of confusion, and I am not asking my chosen to live in it. Expect this. They may not understand your peace because they are attached to your previous role. You were the default babysitter, the unpaid therapist, the mediator, the always on call. Your new role is steward. Stewardship means your yes is sacred and your no is clean. It means you answer me first and you let others adjust. The pushback is proof the shift is real. Your favor is changing the rules of access. Do not confuse volume with validity or tears with truth. Let heaven record it. Access has changed by my order. I am not closing your heart. I am closing the leaks. I am not removing love. I am removing manipulation. What I say about you defines who you are, and I say, you are not the family's supply. You are my servant on assignment. Stand in that identity. Hold your line. Those who are meant for the next chapter will learn the new rhythm. Those who refuse will reveal themselves, and you will remain in peace. So be it. Now hear me clearly. I will not leave you guessing. I am placing numbers on the patterns so you can recognize the ambush and refuse the bait. 9 triggers will surface as you step into readiness. 9 because I am completing a cycle and separating you from what once consumed you. This season's attack is not on your talent, it is on your access. They cannot stop what I put in you, so they will reach for the doorways to it. I will name them now so you can shut what must be shut and keep open what I have opened. 1. The urgent need call. Manufactured emergencies will appear out of thin air to test if your availability is still for sale. The clock will suddenly scream. The text will demand right now. This is not crisis. It is control dressed in sirens. Your peace exposes it. 2. Guilt language. After all I've done for you, history will be converted into a bill you never owed. They will try to make honor mean erasing yourself. I am telling you, honor does not mean access on demand. 3. Last-minute requests. Disrespect will masquerade as spontaneity. We just decided, we figured you could. The goal is to keep you reactive so you cannot be strategic. Your calendar is part of your calling. Protect it. 4. Financial pressure. You will be treated like an ATM, a rescuer on retainer. Their lack becomes your emergency. Hear me. Generosity is holy. Subsidizing dysfunction is not. Money is a tool, not a leash. 5. Emotional dumping. Unscheduled, unfiltered access to your nervous system will be framed as just needing someone to talk to. No. Your soul is not a landfill. Emotional stewardship is love for both of you. 6. Triangulation. Someone will speak for someone else to pull you into a conflict that is not yours to carry. They said, "Can you talk to them?" This is bait to make you the bridge they can burn again. Refuse the triangle. Require directness. 7. Spiritual manipulation. God would want you to, will be used to override the discernment I trained in you. I do not coerce you through fear or flattery. My peace is your green light. Anything else is a red flag. 8. Reputation bait. People will think you're selfish. Image will be weaponized to herd you back into the old role. Let them think. I am clearing your name in rooms they cannot enter. You answer to me. 9. The loyalty test. If you loved me, you would. Self-betrayal will be demanded as proof of belonging, but love is not proven by abandoning the assignment I gave you. Loyalty without truth is bondage. Now hear me. These triggers do not come because you are weak, but because you are strong enough to change the terms. The test ahead is not whether you can endure. Endurance you have proven. The test is whether you can govern. Govern your time. Govern your access. Govern your peace. Let heaven record it. You will not negotiate with chaos. You will steward what I have placed in your hands, and the door will remain open. Now hear me clearly. A boundary is not rebellion. It is reverence for the life I entrusted to you. It is not arrogance. It is alignment. When I place favor on you, I also place responsibility in you. What I bless must be protected, or it will be bled by the loudest demand and lost to the least disciplined voice. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. I trained you in fire so you could carry peace, and peace requires gates. You are not slamming doors in anger. You are securing a garden I planted. Stewardship is not selfishness. Stewardship is love with order. Let me define it plainly so your mind stops arguing with your spirit. Stewardship means you protect your peace, because without it, you cannot hear me. Stewardship means you honor your time, because your hours are the currency of your calling. Stewardship means you guard your focus, because distraction is the thief of destiny. Stewardship means you handle finances as a tool, not a leash. Generous but not gullible. Open-handed but not open-walled. Stewardship means you structure access. Who gets you, when, and how, so that your assignment does not suffocate under ungoverned expectations. I am not asking you to be hard. I am commanding you to be whole. Here is the false burden I am lifting off you today. You were trained to over-explain so others could stay comfortable with your sacrifice. You learned to soften your no, pad it with apologies, present a slideshow of reasons, as if love requires a courtroom. That training ends now. You are not on trial. You do not owe a defense for obeying me. Clarity is not cruelty. Directness is not dishonor. When you speak with clean lines, manipulators will call it meanness, but the wise will call it mercy, because clear lines prevent hidden resentments and public explosions. What I say about you defines who you are, not their disappointment, not their rumor, not their shaken routine. I say you are chosen, you are wise, you are governed by peace, you are mine. I say you are a steward of sacred resources, your mind, your body, your schedule, your gifts. You are not the family fuse to burn out quietly so everyone else can keep the lights on. You are a lamp on assignment, and lamps have switches, shades, and placement by design. Understand this distinction and hold it to your chest. Arrogance demands. Alignment decides. Arrogance uses people. Alignment serves purpose. Arrogance takes without account. Alignment gives with boundaries. When they label your alignment as rebellion, discern the projection and keep moving. Love remains. Chaos loses its key. Access can change while honor stays intact. I will help you practice this. In the next moments, I will put words in your mouth so you do not collapse under pressure or barter your peace for applause. I will give you simple scripts so your no does not shake and your yes is sacred. Let heaven record it. You are stepping out of apology and into authority. You are exchanging over-explanation for obedience. You are choosing stewardship over sabotage. Because you honor the boundary, the door remains open and favor finds you ready. Now, hear me clearly. I am putting a simple sword in your mouth. Wield it cleanly. Explanations invite negotiations. Clarity ends arguments. You do not owe a courtroom defense for a boundary. Clarity is enough. I am not calling you to be harsh. I am training you to be clear. The first script is not poetry. It is plain speech, slow and steady, free of apologies and free of debris. Say it like this. No. Say it like this. I can't do that. Say it like this. That doesn't work for me. Say it like this. I'm not available. That is complete. That is holy. That is stewardship. When they ask, why? What's going on? Can't you just this once? Do not step into the courtroom they have built. Do not furnish the prosecution with evidence against your own peace. Stay with the line. Repeat it like a steady drum. This is the broken record that keeps your soul from being scratched. As I said, I'm not available. As I said, that doesn't work for me. As I said, I can't do that. Do not add a because. Do not pad it with a sorry. Do not open the window of debate with a small defense. Say less. Breathe slower. Let silence carry the weight your sentences do not need to bear. Tone is part of the boundary. Lower your speed. Drop the hurry. Fewer words, calm voice, shoulders down. Do not rush to fill the space. Let the space speak. Your calm is not coldness. Your calm is the line they cannot cross. I am teaching you phrases that fit in your mouth without shaking. Practice them now so you do not fumble them under pressure. No, I won't be attending. I won't be taking that on. I'm choosing rest today. I'm not interested. I'm not comfortable with that. These are full sentences. They need no escort. When pressed again, add this wall and keep it clean. I'm not discussing this further. That is not cruelty, that is closure. If they circle once more, return to the line you already gave. Do not escalate with explanations. Escalate with clarity. If they try to bait you with volume, tears, or reputation, do not match their temperature. Hold your temperature. Speak once, repeat once, then close. I've answered. Peace is your punctuation. Now hear me. The hardest place to practice this will be where entitlement hides inside the word love. Family will feel the shift first because they were given the most ungoverned access. They may say, but we're family. You will answer, I love you. I'm not available. They may demand, explain yourself. You will answer, I won't be explaining this. Love can be present while access is precise. Honor can remain while the open door becomes a gate with ours. This is not rebellion, this is stewardship. Let heaven record it. You will not barter your peace for permission. You will not turn your boundary into a debate. You will speak short. You will speak slow. You will speak clean. I can't do that. That doesn't work for me. I'm not available. I'm not discussing this further. These are not just sentences, they are seals. Use them and watch how arguments end, negotiations dissolve, and doors of favor open to the governed life I have been building in you. Now hear me clearly. The test that knocks first will wear your last name. Because they remember your compliance, they will rename your boundary as disrespect. They will not be reacting to who you are now. They will be mourning the version that absorbed the cost without a receipt. They will say, we're family, as if that phrase is a key to every room in your soul. Hear me, love is holy, but love is not leverage. Nothing was random, nothing was punishment. I let you serve long so you would learn compassion. Now I am teaching you order so compassion does not turn into captivity. I will expose the roll trap so you can see the bars and step out of the cage. You were cast as the peacemaker who swallowed the truth to keep holidays quiet. You were assigned the fixer who solved grown problems with your sleep and your savings. You were installed as the provider whose yes covered bills and bad habits. You were used as the emotional sponge who received every rant, every crisis, every storm, wrung out and then rehung for the next flood. These roles felt like love because they kept the surface calm, but beneath that calm your assignment suffocated. Roles without boundaries become prisons, and your parole is peace. When love is used as leverage, answer love with order. Say it exactly like this: I love you, and my answer is still no. Say it like this: I'm choosing peace. Say it like this: I won't be spoken to that way. If the tone rises, say, we can continue when it's respectful. If they demand a defense, say, I won't be explaining this. If they threaten distance, say, I love you. The door is open to healthy. Do not sprint after their approval. Stand still inside your assignment. Your calm is not coldness. Your calm is covenant with me. Prepare yourself. Backlash is not a sign you are wrong. It is the sound of old access closing. Expect the silent treatment that tries to make you earn sound again. Expect sarcasm. Oh, look who's too good for us now. Expect comparison. Your sister would never. You used to care ever since you got that job/church/peace. Expect group messages that go suspiciously quiet, then erupt without you. Expect historical invoices. After all we did for you. Listen to me. This is withdrawal, not wisdom. Do not medicate it with apology. Breathe. Repeat your line. End the call if needed. Peace is your punctuation. Here is the non-negotiable, and let it settle like stone in your mouth. Love does not require access. Relationship does not require self-abandonment. Honor can bow without becoming a doormat. You can attend the wedding and decline the manipulation. You can bring the gift and refuse the guilt. You can love them and not live on their leash. What I say about you defines who you are. You are mine. You are governed. You are a steward of peace. You do not prove loyalty by betraying your soul. Now hear me clearly. A boundary spoken without a boundary enforced is still a wish. You will not wish your way into peace. You will govern your way into it. In a moment, I will teach you how consequences dignify your yes and protect your no, so your family learns the new map or reveals their refusal. Let heaven record it. Your love remains. Your access is governed. Your peace is protected. You will not trade your calling for approval, and the door before you will stay open. Now, hear me clearly. A boundary without a consequence is only a wish written in air. Consequence is not punishment. It is protection. It is the doorframe that keeps the hinge from ripping out when weight leans against it. It is the governing clause that says, here is the line, and here is what happens if the line is crossed. You are not striking back. You are stewarding peace. You are not teaching them a lesson. You are teaching yourself to remain aligned. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. I am giving you the structure that makes your calm sustainable. Say it clean, and say it before the storm, so you are not inventing rules mid-surge. If you raise your voice, I will end the call. If you show up unannounced, I won't open the door. If the messages turn disrespectful, I will stop responding. If you continue to interrupt me, I will pause this conversation and try another day. If money is involved, it will only be through a written plan. If there is no plan, there is no money. If you speak to me with insults, I will step away for 48 hours. These are not threats. They are guardrails. Tell them once in calm, then keep your word in calm. Consistency is the power. Hear me. One enforcement can reset months of manipulation. When you actually end the call the moment the volume rises, the nervous system of the relationship burns the new map. When you do not open the door to a pop-in, the house learns that access has hours. The first time will feel like an earthquake. They will rattle the old windows to see if the latch still gives. Do not narrate. Do not debate. Do what you said. Your follow-through is the sermon that ends the argument. Fear will whisper labels as you reach for the handle of consequence. Selfish, dramatic, ungrateful. Listen to me. Those are the sirens of dependency, not the voice of truth. The labels are evidence the boundary is working, proof that access has shifted. Let them label. I name you. What I say about you defines who you are. I say you are chosen, governed, faithful. I say you are a steward of peace, not a sponsor of chaos. Wear my name. Let their labels fall to the floor. Keep the door open to healthy without surrendering the line. Offer a path back that honors both love and order. We can talk when it's respectful. I'm open to meet next week for 30 minutes if we can keep it calm. I'm available by appointment, not by surprise. I'm willing to revisit this when we can speak without insults. This is not ice. This is invitation with a gate. Love remains. Access is governed. Now hear me. Consequence is not revenge. It is rhythm. It protects your focus, keeps your body from bracing, and trains your environment to match your assignment. Do it once, then twice, then always. Your peace will stabilize. The noise will lower. The doors of favor will stop creaking and start staying open because you are finally living as a guardian, not a fire extinguisher. Let heaven record it. You will say what you mean. You will do what you say, and you will not negotiate with chaos. Enforce the line and rest, and prepare, because the next test comes wrapped in a clock. Voices will demand, decide right now. I will teach you how to answer time without bowing to pressure. Now hear me clearly. The next wave will not come with insults first. It will come with a clock. I need an answer now. This offer expires in an hour. We're all waiting on you. Urgency is a tool used to bypass your discernment and reinstall old patterns. It is a shortcut around your peace to get the same outcome you used to give under pressure. Instant yes, instant fix, instant self-betrayal. Hear me. If it must be decided right now, it is often not for you. Discernment requires oxygen. Wisdom needs space. My guidance does not shove, it settles. Haste is not guidance. Peace is the signal of alignment. You were taught that quick equals caring, that immediate equals loyal, that speed proves love. But loyalty without clarity becomes bondage, and love without order becomes leakage. When a voice tries to sprint you past your spirit, recognize the tactic and slow the room down. Your first defense is time. Your second defense is tone. Speak lower. Stretch the syllables so your nervous system hears you leading. Say it exactly like this. I don't make decisions under pressure. Say it again slower. I don't make decisions under pressure. This is not attitude. This is alignment. It removes you from their stopwatch and places you back under my timing. Give yourself the space on purpose with clean delay scripts. Let me get back to you. I'll decide by tomorrow. I need time to pray and think. I'll review my calendar and respond by Friday. If it can't wait until then, it's not for me. Do not decorate these sentences with apologies. Do not open them with explanations that invite counter-arguments. Keep them short and holy. When they press, repeat once. As I said, I'll get back to you by tomorrow. If they press again, close the loop. I won't be deciding now. You are not rude. You are sober. You are protecting the gate that all your future must pass through, your peace. Here is a governing principle to anchor your mind. Deadlines you do not set will always try to set you. Take the clock back into your hands. If the opportunity is truly aligned, it will respect your process. If the relationship is healthy, it will honor your pace. If the deal is real, it will survive one night of prayer. Anything that evaporates because you wouldn't be rushed was never meant to carry the weight of your calling. Let it pass. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. When you refuse to be bullied by the countdown, you allow me to surface the motives behind the ask. Manipulation hates margin because clarity grows in it. Practice this rhythm even in small things so it is automatic in large ones. When the text says, "Can you do this today?" answer, "I'll let you know by 3. When the call tries to trap you in a yes, answer, "I decide after I think and pray." When a family member says, "We're at the store now, transfer the money," answer, "I don't move finances under pressure. I'll review and respond tomorrow." Keep your voice even. Keep your breath steady. Your calm is not coldness. Your calm is covenant with me. Peace is your green light. If peace does not rise, stand still. Now hear me. The moment you stop rushing, some will escalate. Tears will arrive to soften your boundary. Rage will appear to scare you back to speed. Guilt will be layered thick to make delay feel like betrayal. Do not take the bait. Their storm is not your stopwatch. Let heaven record it. You will not make decisions under pressure. You will give your discernment space. You will let peace decide your pace. Those who are meant to walk with you will adjust to your rhythm. Those who only loved your hurry will reveal themselves in the next moment. And when they do, your calm will be the boundary. Now hear me clearly. When the stopwatch dies, the sirens get louder. The strongest reactions come when the old control stops working. Do not misread the surge as guidance. It is withdrawal. When guilt floods the room, when anger spikes, when tears pour to soften your line, understand what you are seeing. A system testing if the gate is real or theatrical. Your calm is not coldness. It is the line that keeps you from being pulled back into chaos. I will give you language for guilt, and you will keep your spine while keeping your softness. Say, "I'm sorry you feel that way, but my answer remains the same." Say, "I love you, and I'm not able to do that." Say, "Your feelings matter, my boundary stands." Do not add a because. Do not build a bridge for their argument to walk across. Repeat once, then rest your words. Peace is your punctuation. When anger arrives with volume and edges, do not meet it at its height. Lower, slower, fewer words. Say, "I will not continue this conversation if you speak to me like that." If it continues, say, "I'm ending this call now. We can try again when it's respectful." And then end it. This is not cruelty. This is covenant with peace. You are not matching temperature. You are setting climate. When tears come to turn your no into nurturing without order, I will protect your compassion from being converted into compliance. Say, "I hear you. I'm still not able to do that." Say, "I can sit with you while you feel this, but the boundary will not change." Say, "I care for you, and my answer is no." Do not rescue from the feeling. Regulate yourself in the presence of it. They can cry, and you can hold your line. Love remains. Access is governed. Guard your nervous system. It is the first boundary every other boundary flows from. Feet flat on the floor. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders by an inch. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Slow your syllables so your body hears you leading. Keep your sentences short so your peace doesn't leak out through explanations. Look at the clock not to rush but to space. We can talk for 10 minutes, calm only. End on time. Ending on time is also a boundary. Now, hear me. Escalation tests. If your no is a performance or a practice, nothing was random, nothing was punishment. I let these waves reveal how steady your foundation has become. What I say about you defines who you are. I say you are governed, you are steady, you are my steward of peace. Let heaven record it. You will not be baited by rage, bought by guilt, or bent by tears. You will remain calm, and your calm will be the boundary. And after the storm weakens, expect the softer net, an offer dressed as peace, a whisper that says, "Just this once." That is not reconciliation. That is a reset of bondage. I will teach you to see it, name it, and refuse it. Hold your calm. The next door is opening because you would not move. Now, hear me clearly. After the storm of escalation, a softer voice will come, wearing a smile and holding an olive branch that is not a branch at all. It is a hook. It will whisper, just this once. It will dress itself as maturity, as keeping the peace, as being the bigger person. But I am exposing the tactic. Just this once is designed to restart the old access pattern, to slide a wedge back into the door you finally closed, to make your no look negotiable. It is not reconciliation, it is sedation. It is not compromise, it is capitulation by lullaby. Hear me, just this once is rarely once. It is the rehearsal of bondage. You will know it by how it bypasses process. It arrives without repentance, without repair, without new structure, only with a temporary hush that asks you to suspend your discernment. It will leverage nostalgia, we used to. It will use optics, people are watching. It will lean on convenience. It would be easier if... But I trained you to check alignment, not appearance. Here is your check. If it costs peace, it costs too much. If your stomach tightens, if your breath shortens, if your calendar must be broken, your values bent, your rest robbed, to keep a moment quiet, you are buying silence with the currency of your destiny. Peace is your green light. Pressure and pretending are your red flags. I will give you the words so you do not get pulled into the old dance. Say, I'm not making exceptions to this boundary. Say, I've made my decision. Say, that doesn't work for me. Say, I won't be changing the boundary. Say, I'm committed to what I said. If they plead, only for tonight, just this once. Don't make it a thing. Answer, I'm not making exceptions to this boundary. Repeat once, then rest. Do not decorate with apologies. Do not volunteer explanations. Your calm is enough. Your peace is your punctuation. Understand the stakes so you stop flirting with the edge. An exception is not small. It is a signal. It tells your nervous system the line is movable. It tells manipulators the gate still opens with the right knock. Today's once becomes next week's norm. One answer at midnight becomes a pattern of 2 a.m. rescues. One unlocked door becomes a hallway of pop-ins. One wire transfer becomes a pipeline of entitlement. Do not offer your future as payment for a counterfeit quiet in the present. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. I allowed you to feel the weight of chaos so you would honor the lightness of order. What I say about you defines who you are. I say you are not who you were. I say your new season requires new rules. I say access has changed because assignment has deepened. You are not hard. You are holy. You are not selfish. You are a steward. You are not withholding. You are wise. Let them call it stubbornness. I call it stability. Let them call it pride. I call it purity of purpose. Love remains. Access is governed. Now, hear me. True peace does not require you to betray yourself. True reconciliation comes with fruit, respect, responsibility, rhythm over time. Counterfeit peace asks for a bypass. Refuse the bypass and watch what I do. When you hold the line, momentum shifts quickly. Doors you could not pry open begin to swing by themselves. Conversations that once drained, you will either mature or disappear. Sleep will lengthen. Breathing will ease. Resources will stop leaking. Messages will arrive at exactly the right time. Opportunities will appear without a price tag on your soul. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Let heaven record it. You will not trade your destiny for just this once. You will not rent your peace to preserve appearances. You will remain aligned. You will remain governed. And you will see in the next 90 days that your refusal was the key that unlocked the next door of favor. Now hear me clearly. These next 90 days will not look like the last 90. Momentum has shifted. The wind has turned. What felt stalled will start to move, and what used to yank you backwards will begin to lose its grip. You did not imagine the change. You enforced the line and the season responded. Nothing was random, nothing was punishment. I told you your refusal would be the key. Now I will show you the doors that open because you would not trade peace for performance. Watch for confirmations. They will not arrive as noise. They will arrive as ease. Unexpected opportunities will find you without a price tag on your soul. Messages at the right hour, introductions that feel like home, work that fits your assignment rather than fights it. New allies will appear who do not demand proof of loyalty. They respect boundaries without sulking. They ask for clarity and bring clarity back. Financial clarity will sharpen. Budgets balancing, leaks identified and sealed. Surprise credits or refunds. Old invoices finally paid. Terms renegotiated in your favor. Creative focus will return. Ideas that were foggy will snap into lines and steps. Drafts finish, projects that lingered now lift. Sleep will lengthen and deepen. Waking up without the brace in your chest. Dreams turning from chaos to counsel. Your spirit will feel lighter. Less scanning the room. More standing in it. Less dread of the call. More delight in silence. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Here is the surprise that will mark my hand. The door you wanted will open after the door you feared closes. Do not mourn the closing more than a moment. Honor it as the last hinge of an old house. A position ends, and then the contract that fits you arrives. A relationship that fed on your compliance dissolves, and then a friendship with mutuality is placed in your path. A platform that required you to bend disappears, and then a room that welcomes your full voice invites you in. The order matters. I am rerouting your access. Trust the sequence. When blessings begin to cluster, the old knock will return to test the gate. Hey, stranger. Been thinking about you. Since you're doing so well, can you just... Nostalgia will try to read your meter. Flattery will try to bypass your guard. Entitlement will dress as emergency again. Do not mistake reappearance for repentance. Check for fruit, respect, responsibility, rhythm over time. If the fruit is absent, the access remains closed. Your calm answer is still the line. I'm not available. That doesn't work for me. I'm not making exceptions. Hold it, repeat once, rest. What I say about you defines who you are. I say you are ready, you are governed, you are entrusted with favor. Your peace is not cosmetic, it is the proof of alignment. When your sleep steadies, when your breath sits lower, when decisions stop demanding an apology, heaven is stamping this boundary blessed. In trials, you survived. In blessing, you steward. Favor requires management, or it multiplies chaos instead of goodness. Guard your schedule, guard your focus, guard your giving, guard your conversations. Practice it daily, protect it intentionally. Let heaven record it. The next 90 days will bear witness that your boundary was obedience. Opportunities will align, allies will arrive, resources will stabilize, creativity will flow, and your spirit will lift. You will not trade this order for optics. You will not hire back what peace fired. Keep the gate, and I will keep the door open. Now, hear me clearly. Peace is not a luxury in this new season. It is the infrastructure that keeps your blessings stable. Your doors did not open by accident. They opened because you aligned. Now you must maintain alignment on purpose. In trials, you survived. In blessing, you steward. I am giving you daily practices so your yes stays holy and your no stays whole. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. This is the rhythm that keeps the door from grinding under the weight of favor. Begin each morning with silence before screens, before voices, before requests. 5 to 15 minutes of breath and stillness. Feet on the floor, palms open, inhaling peace, exhaling hurry. Ask me 3 questions. What have you assigned me today? What is not mine today? Where does peace lead first? Write the top 3 that align with your assignment. Schedule them. Protect them. Before you check messages, check your spirit. Midday, take a 2-minute prayerful check-in. Where did I leave peace? Do I need to reclaim it with a no, a delay, or a pause? In the evening, close your gate with gratitude and review. What fed my peace? What drained it? What will I do differently tomorrow? This is not striving, this is stewardship. Govern your calendar like a gate, not a net. Set hours for deep work, hours for relational care, hours for rest, and honor them as appointments with destiny. Turn on Do Not Disturb during focus and sleep. Your future should not be interrupted by every buzz. Set communication windows and say it out loud. I check and respond to messages at 11 and 4. I don't take unscheduled calls. When a text arrives hot, delay your thumbs. Fewer words, slower pace. I'll get back to you tomorrow. I'm not available. That doesn't work for me. You do not owe a play-by-play. Clarity is enough. Practice relational hygiene. Do not vent to unsafe people and then call the backlash persecution. A safe person honors your boundary, guards your story, and returns you to purpose. Test for fruit, confidentiality, accountability, respect over time. Keep your circle small and your peace large. When faced with a committed misunderstander, stop explaining. Say, I won't be discussing this, or we see it differently. My decision stands. Do not rehearse your defense to those who only want access, not understanding. Love remains. Access is governed. Steward money and time with discernment. Generosity without wisdom becomes rescue, and rescue to relieve guilt is not love. It is leakage. Establish rules in advance. I give to vision, not to enablement. I partner with plans, not panic. No money without a written budget, timeline, and accountability. If there is no plan, there is no transfer. Money is a tool, not a trophy. Time is a seed, not a sponge. Tie the tension to your assignment first, then allocate the rest. When shame knocks, breathe and ask, is this my prompting or their pressure? Audit your peace daily with clean questions. Did this pull me from purpose or push me deeper into it? Did I abandon myself to keep the room quiet? Did I over-explain to win what peace never requires? Did I rescue to relieve my own guilt? Did my schedule match my stated values? Where did I feel my peace rise? Where did it drain? Adjust tomorrow accordingly. Small calibrations keep large doors steady. Now, hear me. I am inviting you to seal this rhythm publicly, not for performance but for accountability. Let heaven record it and let your own mouth agree. Say it out loud. I guard my peace fiercely. I will not apologize for protecting what you entrusted. If you need a mark, write it, post it, declare it. I choose peace over pressure. Type 111 as your commitment to stay governed. Type 333 to activate the peace code over your days. What I say about you defines who you are. I say you are steady, you are wise, you are mine. Keep the gate and I will keep the door open. Now hear me clearly. Let heaven record this moment. Do not scroll casually past your own coronation. Press the light button now, not as routine, as a declaration. My peace is protected. My gate is governed. My access has changed. Do it now. Let your finger agree with your spirit. This is not performance. This is permission given to your future. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. This is the seal on the season you have stewarded into place. Put these words in your mouth and say them out loud with me. I do not negotiate my peace. I do not betray my calling. I do not return to old patterns. Again, slower, stronger. I do not negotiate my peace. I do not betray my calling. I do not return to old patterns. Let every system that once profited from your hurry hear you. Let your own nervous system register the new law. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. This is you refusing to apologize for the protection I entrusted to you. Now, engage the code of agreement in plain sight. Type 888 in the comments as your covenant to stop apologizing for boundaries. This is your yes to peace over pressure, clarity over chaos. Type 999 to mark completion. Old access is closed. Old latches are welded. The revolving door has stopped. Type 111 to stay connected to this voice, this covering, this cadence of peace. Do it now. These are not gimmicks. These are memorial stones in public space. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations you leave for your future self to point to when the testing voice asks if you really changed. I will seal your identity as I promised. What I say about you defines who you are. Chosen, protected, ready. You are not fragile. You are forged. You are not angry. You are anchored. You are not withholding. You are wise. I say you are mine, and I entrust what is mine to gates that guard and hands that govern. Access has changed because assignment has deepened. Favor will not fray your edges. Governance will keep it steady. Hear me one more time. The test is near. It will likely arrive through familiar mouths, on a doorstep that once owned your yes, a call in the night, a just this once, a tearful you've changed. Do not apologize for protecting peace. Hold the line you just declared. Say less, stand straighter, keep the gate and watch. The door that matters is closer than you think. Stand firm and see what opens because you would not move. Let heaven record it. You pressed, you typed, you spoke, you sealed. The season is marked. The boundary is blessed. The door is opening.